What's up, you guys? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, and I'm going over an update on my Vendreads. One of the coolest, funnest zombie decks I've ever played. I love it so much because it's a ritual archetype, even though it's not that great. I still love rituals, man. I gotta give it, I gotta give it props just for being a ritual deck. That's why I keep it in my arsenal. And we've had a lot of requests on this, so I wanted to go ahead and update it. It's been a while since I updated it. It's 50 card Vendreads. I like it the way it is. There's a lot of cards that I wanted to keep and not cut, so ultimately I opted to just not play 40 cards. So I'll show you my build, and then we'll basically explain things as we go along. This is an automatic 3 of in any build. You want to play 3 Slayers because he's basically your main deck boss monster. The way you make him is dependent on the matchup. So you can make a really powerful Slayer in certain matchups. Like in the Pendulum Magician matchup, the perfect Slayer is the monster spell trap one, where you can banish their monsters and then you can banish their scales. So it automatically makes them take a -2, and then, like, for example, if they try to pot, you can Ash Blossom that if you play Ashes. So it's downhill. And then in the Draco matchup, you want to do the untargetable spell trap banisher that swings and draws when you drop. It's really, really strong. So you can make this guy pretty powerful in a lot of different matchups. Even the rogue decks sometimes can't handle just a Slayer that's made the proper way. So you want to maximize on this because he beefs himself up. He sends his when he sends to the graveyard, you just add a ritual spell, and then you can ritual summon him from grave and just keep looping the same one endlessly. He's just the best one out of all the ritual monsters they made. The first one they ever printed is the best one to this day. Then one Battle Lord, he helps you more so when you're going second to be aggro, to just cut something off. Even if it's baiting a negate, you just cut something off, like monster, call monster, all the negates are off if they don't negate it. Or when they're going first and they're hand trap heavy, you just call monsters so they can't hand trap you. You're playing Paleos, you call trap. Now they're just done for the duel. And you can call spell. It just depends. So if he lingered, yeah, he'd be amazing. Vendreads would actually be competitive. They'd be meta right now if he was Battle Lord was just Shockmaster just a little bit. If it just lingered to the end of your opponent's turn, you could be call spell, auto lose for so many decks, I'm telling you. But yeah, your 4 Vendread ritual monsters. Then for the actual Vendreads, I like them a lot. So I actually play more than, the average lineup. So we played 2 Revenants, 2 Hound Horde, 2 Strige, and 1 Core. So my favorite of all of these are the Hound Horde, Strige, and Core because of how I combo with them. I have a lot of fun abusing these. I can loop them with Omega and just keep using them as infinite resources. This one, so whenever you tribute them for ritual summon, they give the ritual monster that effect. So this one gives it the ability to, during either player's turn, banish spells or traps on the field. This one gives it the ability that when it attacks, you draw a card and then pitch. So you draw and load your grave. And then this one says your ritual monster cannot be targeted by card effects. So this is automatically this is a staple in the Draco matchup. Unable to be targeted, it doesn't even matter if a mono negates it because it's not an activated effect. It's a continuous, almost it's a passive effect. It's not activating, it's just almost like how Diagram says all of them gain a certain attack boost. You don't negate the activation of that, it's just active. So this is an automatic staple for your Draco matchup. And it's also just an extender because it brings itself back practically for free to Link and the Synchro. You can even play Herald of Orange Light just because of this card. I mean, Herald of the Arc Light. And I actually need to put a Herald of the Arc Light in my extra deck because it comes up a lot just because of this bad boy. And then Strige, I like comboing with him because how I can make the perfect Slayer in the Draco matchup with ease is I can go Knights, pitch this, and then search this. If I already have my setup pre-prep, then I pitch this for this effect, bring them out, and then bring this back off of its own effect, reveal special. Then you can normal summon for turn, and then you tribute all these off, and then you have a Slayer that banishes their spells and traps, and that can be targeted. And for your any other matchup that's not Draco, you just want to literally just pitch, special this, normal this, and then make your Slayer that way. So I like the Vendreads a lot. They help me to make boar loads too. Just these 3 alone, that's why I'm saying these are my favorite for the combos. You just pitch special, effect special, and then bring this back special, and then you can just normal, and then there's your boar load, or even your Saryuja Skull Dread turn 1. So this deck can go bananas because of Strige, Core, and Hound Horde. These are that's how I'm saying they're my favorite ones. And I don't know why Vendread players don't really play enough of them. They play a little bit, but I like the Vendreads. They're really fun to combo with. Then we have 3 Solitaire, and we have 3 Unizombie and 3 Mizuki. it doesn't matter what zombie deck you're playing. This is kind of just an engine that makes your deck a lot better. So you want to maximize. I even maximize on the Unizombie because the ability to Foolish, it adds a layer of combos for my Vendread monsters. Also to make the perfect Slayer. Like, you can Omega your opponent all you want, but ultimately your end goal is to make the best Slayer you could possibly make with the resources that you were provided with. And then 2 Gozuki, because he's an extender as well. Sometimes I get hand trapped and I can't make the best board. So the ability to special summon from hand helps because I'm limited to 1 normal summon per turn. This helps me to go like Baguska if I need to, or even sometimes the second Omega just to Omega them again because they hand trap me. So I Omega twice, that's half their hand. So like Gozuki is really good. And that's pretty much it for your monsters. Now for your spells, your search engine. 3 Vendread Knights, it searches the monsters, and then it allows them to attack again. Like, it's just crazy. And it combos with the Slayer because he boosts himself, and then he swings, and then boosts, and then swing again. It's really, really good. 1 Las Vegas to search my ritual spell. Just by playing this as a 1-up in your deck, you now increase your odds of opening with your ritual spell by, like what? Man, I don't know the exact percentage, but you basically play 4 more copies of it. Because you have to either open pre-prep or hard draw the ritual spell because it's not searchable right now minus the pre-prep. And by just playing this one, you have 4 more ways to get to your ritual spell because ultimately your goal is to ritual summon in this deck. You're trying to make the best layer you can make. And he's going to grind, he's going to float, he's going to set you up for a lot of other things. So I opted to play like 3 Optimus Prime to search the 4 field spells because I like them a lot. They're just really, really good. They're good to me. Then continuing with your searching engine, we also play my preps. My favorite spell is pre-preparation. If you ask anybody who knows me, what's 3 Stack's favorite spell in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh? They'll tell you pre-preparation of rights. And then 3 regular preps. It's just so good. Adding your ritual spell from graveyard to hand is the best effect. So sometimes I'll search a Battle Lord and I don't even need them just to grab my ritual spell back so that I can extend and either OTK or make a board that's a lot harder to break than, you know, just 1 Slayer. And then we have for draw power, 3 Allure Darkness, you play 14 Darks. It's pretty easy to resolve this. It also combos well with your Omega, and you can even do Levier if you need to, but I like the Omega. I like to banish Hound Horde, for example, and then Omega put him back, then during your turn, pitch a Vendread, special him from grave, and then he's a free resource. Then you can normal, and you can do like Unizombie to pitch 1, and then Black Rose them, or you can Link Summon. You can do Levier the Sea Dragon if you play it, or you could just make a better Slayer. So Allure combos, it's really good. And then you play 2 Pot of Desires. It's necessary as a +1 because some of your best spells discard for cost. So if they Ash or Ogre you, you need to be able to replenish what you've just wasted. And the next auto 3 of I play is 3 Charge. It's like a baby Barrage. It's Zodiac Barrage for Vendreads. Now I like this because you are limited to 1 normal summon per turn unless you're playing Green Infusion. So what you want to do is you want to get the best Vendread monsters on field that you know suit that matchup. So some of them can special themselves while others can't, you know, like be special summon, like the Revenants. Normally I'll go for the Revenants because like I'll normal summon my my Solitaire and then go for my Omega play. After I Omega them, I'll go into my Vendread combo and I'll just special without normal summoning. But then I'm like, dang, I really need that Revenants because I'm scared that if this is not Draco's, that I'm going to need to banish an Electrum or banish an Absolute Dragon before they link summon into Vortex. So when you banish Absolute, he doesn't hit the grave. So I'll go Charge, and then I'll special summon Revenants from the deck, and then tribute him and the other ones, and make the best Slayer I can make, or the best Battle Lord. Battle Lord is sometimes better too. This also combos in the battle phase just for extra increments of damage, because you can swing, and then use this ability. You just play it from hand, like spell speed 2, just play it from hand in battle phase. And then you can sack 1 from your hand or from your field and then bring out a Vendread monster from your deck. So you can send your Stride, and then Stride ability will special itself back. And then you could bring this 18 beat stick and then swing for 2,000 more, which is really cool because this plus Stride's attack. So it adds layers and helps you to OTK. It's really good. It's like this deck is so combo oriented. That's why I like it, because it's really fun, fast paced, and it's not really like easy. So it's not for everybody. And then 3 Vendread Origin. This card is just retarded. I really wish we had another ritual spell. And then Foolish because it's utility. The only trap I play is just Revolution because this deck's turbo. I was going the control build before. Like you could do control with Sheer Knight style Swallow's Nest. I actually do have the card. I have 2 of it, I think, and I do have Spear Masters as well if I just wanted to go that route. But ultimately, I just was like, control for Vendreads is not really all that good. But the Slayer already provides a layer of control that, you know, like, that your deck needed, right? So, like, you already have a layer of control. What I wanted to do is end the duel as fast as possible. So I'm trying to combo super heavy, and I'm trying to, like, get as much damage as I possibly can. And I'm trying to have the ability to break board. So instead of, like, relying on traps, I want to be able to make field presence so viable that I can make a Borlow Dragon whenever I need to get me out of a bind. And these little guys help you to do that. Like I was telling you, like, I stress how important and powerful these are. Because this instantly gets you to your Borload. It can even be your Sorry Use Your Skull Dread, but, like, you just go pitch effect special, and then you know, his effect triggers engrave special, and then banish one special. All you need is another monster, and there's your Borlow Dragon. So that's all I was saying. Like, I focus on more aggro, more combo oriented. I'm just trying to, like, I don't want to play slow. Like, I want to play this deck really fast, and that's just how I play my Vendreads. There's other builds that work. Even the control variant, you can do that. But this deck can, you know, do both, I feel like, because there are games when I've done Omega and then just sat on Baguska because I couldn't make Slayer because I didn't search the right pieces. So, like, you can still do that, but I just feel like I wanted it to be balanced. So, yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for my main deck. The extra deck is Susanaaga, Shogun Saga. I don't know how to pronounce the names. And then Samurai Saga. I like these. All the Vendreads, I mean, the Shiranai Synchros are, like, retarded. They all have amazing effects. You should never not play these cards. Then I only have 1 Omega to my name now. I used to have 3 I had to trade to. So 1 Omega and Scarlight. It still helps you go in second and clear boards. Black Rose is guaranteed, like, clearing everything. This only clears monsters. So you play both of them. And then Ancient Fairy, because I can pop my Knights and then search my Ritual Sanctuary and then gain life points. And then I can extend by special summoning from hand, which will be Shiranai Solitaire. And then I can basically link with this, and then I can go into my Omega, which is really cool. So it's combos, really it is. And then the only 2 XYZs I play are Can Gorgon and Baguska. I was thinking about Dweller, but it's just mainly space. And I was like, okay, in the Draco matchup, sometimes this is better. Like when they're trying to hit your field spell, you can just redirect and hit their field spell. And when they're trying to hit your monster, you just redirect and then hit their monster. But if it's a Mono Iwado, you know, you obviously want to stand by a Dweller. So Dweller should still be in here. Links are Borload, Skull Dread, Firewall, Decode, Proxy, and Underclock. Underclock is so good because the Ancient Fairy combo, like when you search your Ritual Sanctuary when you're trying to make your Slayer, you special your Solitaire from hand, then you link with this and one of the extended Vendreads and their Underclock, and the special summon Solitaire tributes itself, then you make Omega, and then you can go into your combo with the Vendreads. So this deck is pretty cool. And you make these really easily because of my favorite Vendreads, Hound Horde, Stride, and Core. Bro, I'm like preaching these guys right now. You have to play your deck with those cards. They're amazing. And that's pretty much it, you guys, for my Vendread deck profile. I love you. God bless you. Make good choices. Be safe. Don't hurt your brain cells. You will be hearing from me soon. We've got 2 more decks to showcase for tonight. And then I'm going to be busy for the next 2 days. I'm moving. I'm going to regionals. And I also have to get like all my stuff packed up. And I need to like switch my my bills over and all that. But yeah, you guys, it's just some life stuff. But you will be hearing from me on I think Sunday or Monday. But I won't be able to upload for just the next 2 days. So I just wanted to get you guys a lot of content just to hold you down. But peace out, yo, and you'll be seeing me on the next profile.